gets frigging cold here, girls. So just go to Bali like me and Lauren. Do you know what I mean?
Go to Bali if you can afford it. If not, maybe take a trip to Darwin.
Avoid the acne as much as you can. Just stay in the sun.
I didn't get Bali once.
Yeah, well, that's because you eat food off the floor like me.
Yeah, yes, I honestly think the less hygienic you are, the less chance you've got of getting Bali belly. 3 minutes, it couldn't have went more downhill if it tried. And I wasn't watching over you, but I looked at you and your fingers were going and I just knew I needed to jump in.
I were red with rage as well, Lauren. Hey girlies, I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Lauren, and welcome to Sexy on Sundays podcast.
We're just two sexy 20-somethings figuring it out as we go.
We met in Australia and here to share our chaotic journey with you because we have absolutely no idea what the heck we are doing.
So whether you're feeling sexy or SOS, join us on a Sunday and we promise to make you laugh. All right, Lauren.
There's so much been going on.
There's a lot going on. Me and Lauren are extremely, incredibly exhausted today. We've been walking around like some out 28 years later, aren't we, today?
It was giving zombies from the dead. I'm exhausted right now.
We're both absolutely exhausted. We're delirious. We've had a shot of Fireball. I've downed a vodka cruiser. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I actually feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience right now. I'm not gonna lie.
But can we just tell them why we're exhausted?
Well, okay. Well, let's...
We went out for a few drinking beers last night, didn't we?
Oh, we're going there. Okay.
Yeah.
Go 3 seconds in, I think we are. Going straight there, aren't we? All right, let's see how we can make this sound okay. Yeah, we went for a drink last night. One drink. It was a bit of a funny night, wasn't it? It was a bit silly Billy, wasn't it?
It got silly Billy-er as the night went on. But to be honest, as soon as I walked into the Coogee part, I got pounced on by a 50-year-old.
A 50-year-old. And then there was that fella that kept on coming over and going, "You're just a speck. We're all specks. Get up and dance." And we were like, okay, RuPaul.
He humbled me.
Yeah. So we were like, okay, well, maybe we should get up and dance. So we started dancing with this old man and I got up with the old man. Let me tell you.
You got the crowd going.
Right. There's two things I want to say about that. Right?
Oh, come on.
2 things I want to say about that. Number one, obviously I'm a fantastic dancer and I start things a lot.
You did start that trend last night to dance with 50-year-olds.
And do you know what, Lauren? I start things like that quite a lot in my life. Like I do think that sometimes like I'll do something and people will follow me. Like they'll copy me and they'll do it and everyone has a great time. And I think, do you know what? I feel like Jesus in this situation. God is a woman and God is me on a night out.
It was good last night. I was impressed with it.
Do you know what I mean? I just get the crowds going. Anyway, then also so many men have come up to me this weekend that found me attractive, and there's one common denominator of why that is.
It's the top.
This top.
It's the top. It's all she wears. You haven't had that off your back for 3 days straight. I swear.
The only reason I went to that washing machine place today was so I could wash this top. So I could wear it today again.
She loved the top. Yesterday you wore it.
But do you know why it works, straight girls? If you're looking for a capsule wardrobe staple, I don't know how many other words I can use to describe something that you should wear all the time, but get a see-through top from Temu. Because it's beautiful. I love it. And I had a man come up to me in the toilet, not in the toilet, just outside the toilet.
Outside of Bondi. No, we were in Bondi Junction, weren't we?
Yeah.
Came out the toilet. And Bex is like, "Oh, Lauren, I was walking in there. It smelled like shit." Like,
I didn't even say that. I said, it smelled so bad in there. It was like a baby had shat on my face.
And then as soon as she finished that sentence, the guy turned around and looked at her and went, "I just got to say, you're beautiful." I thought, what the hell? How's she getting away with this? And I just sat back and watched it all unfold.
You did. Do you know what? I'm so glad that you were there, because if you weren't there, because he was from London, and like I just thought, oh, like he's just a London boy. I just thought no. But then you were being really nice, and I thought, okay, Lauren's being nice, maybe I should be nice.
Yeah, and I
he
felt
was fit, but
he was fit, but he just wasn't your type, was he?
No.
But then the hilarious thing is, after we seen him once, we've seen him twice. And then we've seen him 3 times.
No, but the first time we saw him was with Lauren and her boyfriend Joel. And so the guy's going down the escalator. We're obviously telling Joel immediately what's just happened. Joel's like, "Is it that guy there?" Because he was wearing like a co-ord.
Joel's my boyfriend, by the way.
He was wearing like a co-ord, like a yellow co-ord, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he was going down the escalators. He saw us all staring at him and pointed at him, literally pointed at him.
Joel went, "You all right, mate?"
But he went like this. The guy's going down the escalator and he goes like that. And he salutes us. And we all just wave. And then we walk outside the Bondi Junction, we walk past him and he goes, "Oh," what did he say?
Not again.
Not again. Oh, well.
So that was that time. And then last night, I think you quite fancied the guy last night. You were
No, I
like,
did
he's the
fancy him.
fittest one here.
So what, basically, we were in, what was it, Coogee Bay Hotel.
Yeah.
We sat around and I said to the girls, like, if you, like, were to fancy anyone in this, like, whole place right now, who would it be? And we were all, like, looking around and we were thinking, like, this person, this person, this person. And then I think two of us said the guy in the grey sweater.
Yeah.
And anyway, so then this guy walks past us and I go, all right, spiky, because his hair was really spiky.
No, he did not take this as a compliment, by the way. He went for the curly look.
Who takes that as a compliment though? Do you know what I mean? It just came out of my mouth and I couldn't help it. I said it and I thought, I've said it now.
So all night you got the nickname Spiky.
Spiky.
And I think he quite liked it by the end
he did
of
like
it. He felt like he was closer to God because he was a Christian.
Closer to God?
Yeah, he was a Christian. He had the Christian.
What's Spiky got to do with closer to God? Oh, closer to
so
God.
big.
He's a bit taller. Anyway, what are you on about? Anyway, were you all right? Anyway, he comes sits with us, and then this guy, the grey jumper guy, sexy grey jumper guy, comes over and he's like, all right, what did he say? I don't even know.
I'm sorry for my mates because his mates were.
I'm sorry for my mates, but they weren't even his friends. He just kind of knew of them.
Yeah.
And then he sat with us and he said, I saw you dancing with that guy before. So this guy that I danced with because I didn't want to be a speck of dust, he came over and he was like, and I just thought you were really hot and I needed to come and say hi. And I was like, it's the fucking top.
And you were like, immediately, yes.
Immediately, yes. But he was very serious, Lauren.
Was he?
Yeah.
As soon as he sat down, I left. I thought it's my time to go now.
And I wish I left as well.
You went, I'm coming with you. You went, I'm coming with you. And I went, no.
You stay here. Me and Lauren haven't seen each other for ages. But I've come this weekend. So she's been in Bali.
For 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Is it?
I extended once, which
There's
was
no way it's been 6 weeks.
I swear it has.
To be fair, we've actually slacked with the podcast so much, like it's not come out for you. It's over.
Sorry, what?
Nothing. Go on.
So I was in Bali for 6 weeks, extended once because I loved it so much. But then I was ready to come home. And then my flight got cancelled because of the volcanic eruption.
Yeah.
Twice.
See, when you told me about the volcanic eruption, I
You
searched-
didn't care.
No, it's not that I didn't care, Lauren. I searched flights and I thought, well, there's loads of them. I thought just get one of them then. She was making it out like she could have missed the podcast. I was thinking, well, I'm going to be there.
And I was thinking, I might not be.
Who am I going to get on Crypto Boy to replace you?
But I've been in Bali and I loved it.
Yes. Okay,
I could move there, but it is given false reality.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like living in the real world.
What do you think about it? Because I'm going in 2 weeks and I'm very nervous about it because I'm going on my own.
So, to be totally honest, when I firstly got that, I hated it.
Yeah.
Because I went to Uluwatu and I went to, is it Beyond Fitness? No, what's that one in Uluwatu?
The one that Zoe Ray went to.
Bamboo
Fitness,
Fitness. Instantly humbled.
Because why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Once you step foot in there, you will know. 6-packs galore, cameras everywhere.
Oh, no one's awesome.
Everyone has a tripod. It was awful. I didn't like it. I got humbled and I hated everything about it.
Is that the only reason why though? Just because people had 6-packs?
So it was that. And then obviously I can't drive the bike anywhere. So I felt like I was relying on my boyfriend a lot to get me around everywhere. Yeah, you can get grabs, but I also just want to get up one day and just do my own thing.
Yeah,
and
just like walk around.
You can't walk anywhere. And I was like, how am I going to be here for 6 weeks? The more I'm sat here, the more drunk I'm getting.
I'm very drunk. I'm not going to lie to you, Lauren. And I can tell that you are a little bit, but I love it because there's so much energy and we've been so low today. It's actually unbelievable. I had a 15-minute nap. It was the best 15 minutes of my life, I'll tell you now.
Anyways, so yeah, I love Bali.
Wait, but I didn't get the love because all you said is hey.
I get that. I do. I get that. I get where you were going with
So where did the love come in?
It changed. About a week in, I started to get in a bit of a routine.
Yeah.
The people, amazing. Food,
lovely.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Apart from the Bali belly, but skinny.
But I didn't get Bali belly once.
Yeah. Well, just because you eat food off the floor like me.
Yeah, yes. I honestly think the less hygienic you are, the less chance you've got to get
And we're very
Bali
unhygienic,
belly.
aren't we? If you don't want to get Bali belly, be less hygienic. Honestly, when I was at work the other day, we had like a work event and everyone goes outside and we were playing like this like thing, like, do you know, like when you like do stuff like, what do you call it?
And
like,
you touch hands.
we were touching hands, but what's it called? It's like team building.
Teamwork.
So we're doing team building exercises where everyone's holding hands, right? We go in and everyone's lining up and I'm thinking, what's everyone lining up for? Get to the front of the queue because I'm a bit nosy. Everyone's lining up to wash their hands in the toilet. I go, what are you doing? They were like, what do you mean? I was like, if someone's held your hand, lick it. Like, you need to expose yourself to the germs because he's built a tolerance. Like, what you're doing, if you do that, you're just going to get the flu. And do you know how right I was?
I agree.
Every single person at my work got the flu the week after. Do you know what I got? A blocked nose. That was it.
I do. I believe
my
that.
immune system's phenomenal because I lick my hand after someone's touched it.
The only thing I don't mess around with is the water. So Joel would
Not the water, yeah.
put his toothbrush under the water and brush his teeth. I don't. I'm a filter water girl.
After you guys have told me that, I'm not going to do that because as much as I would love Bali Belly to be skinny,
it's not worth it.
I don't want a parasite.
And the IV
I don't want to be pooing out a little worm. Do you know what I mean?
And it's expensive.
Yeah, I don't need to bite my bum whilst it goes in the toilet as well.
You don't want that.
No.
So I learned to love it as time went on, and I really did. But there were certain things I didn't like you say, you can't walk anywhere. It is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it because people don't like Bali, but I really like what you said about Bali. You know how, so in Dubai, you're not exposed to see the culture, are you? I feel like everything else is like hidden away.
Yes, the reason we said that was because, I don't know if anyone's seen, but like Zoe Ray, Molly May's sister, went to Bali. I don't know the context of it. I don't know the situation of it, but she'd posted that she didn't really like Bali. And I remember saying to you, I was like, I wonder why she didn't like it. And like loads of people apparently had been replying to a story saying that they agree. And the reason is, I allegedly, I believe, not allegedly, but like I would believe that the reason is because when you look at Bali and you see it, it looks, from people's Instagrams, it looks amazing. It looks gorgeous. And it is gorgeous. It's a beautiful place, but it's a third world country. And you've got to remember that. And it's like, when you go to places like Dubai, it's very catered to first world, westernized. Like you've got the hotels, you've got the bellboys, all this kind of stuff. But you've got to think, where do the bellboys live? Because they're not living in Dubai.
Yeah.
They're living in Dubai, but they're living in a different side of Dubai that you don't see, which is like gated, which is like poverty. Whereas in Bali, the poverty and the glamour is all mixed together.
You are living in it, yeah.
So it's like, that's a third world country, but it's also got tourism, so that's why it's got like the affluence that it's got. Sorry, God, a bit political for me, a bit serious. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just really got to me that, and I was like, whoa.
And I think you're so right. But what I really like it is the people that live there.
Yeah, like so kind.
Amazing. Like I remember being in the back of the Grab with a guy, and he was like, thank you so much for coming to my country. And I loved it, and they do, and you probably just need to embrace it. And I feel like once I embraced it, I loved it.
Yeah. What about the dogs?
So did you see what I did?
I saw what you did, and like,
and did you think weird?
It. No, I didn't think weird. I understood it, but like, tell him what you did.
Okay, so I went for a little walk in the morning, and then I came across these two puppies on the side of like a building construction site. So give them a little stroke, and then I left them. And then as the day was going on, I kept thinking about these puppies.
Yeah, they was very cute.
And then the woman's villa who I was staying in, she texted me saying, Lauren, it's not usual we see like puppies that small just knocking around. Where were they? She was like, I feel like they've been dumped. I was like, okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to speak to the people at the construction site and see what's happened. I went back, spoke to the guys, and they were like, they've been dumped here this morning. So they dumped them somewhere. They know they're going to get fed, but they won't get essentially looked after. They won't get any of the jobs that they need to survive. So I was like, oh my God, well, I can't leave them now. Do you know, the best thing I can do is to go give them some injections that they need.
Yeah.
So I took one, Joel took the other, and I'm just thinking, and now I've got these puppies, these are my responsibility, and what am I going to do?
They were so cute as well.
They were so cute. So,
but I'd be scared of them.
No, because they're fresh out the womb.
Difference between me and you, because you kept on posting videos of these, like, I don't know if anyone's been to Southeast Asia, but you know the dogs, and they're a bit barky.
Yeah.
They can be barky woo woo. But they can also be quite soft.
Yeah, I feel like they'll sense the tension from you.
But I'm very tense because I got chased by a load of dogs in Thailand, and it's put me off dogs. Like, I used to be such a dog person. Since Thailand, I'm petrified of dogs. Like, if a dog walks around a corner and it's massive and it's on a lead, I'm petrified.
Yeah, so then they know. And then it's just like a little... And they just... But anyways, these are puppies fresh out the womb. Like, they don't really know sun and daylight. Don't know what the hell that was in relation to. But
I think I'm looking at you when we're talking, and as we're talking, I'm zoning. I'm coming out of my body, and I'm watching us doing this, and then I come back in, and I'm like, right, I need to, and then I'm like, I think I've had too much to drink.
Right, wait. So take these puppies back to my apartment, right?
Take these
back to my place, and I get the vet to come round.
Yeah.
And
how expensive was that, by the way?
It wasn't that expensive.
Okay.
Around about $50.
I saw that and I was like, freaking hell. Round Mother Teresa.
Around about $50. So, and the woman that came round, I think she was a bit like, she was kind of laughing at me, the vet, because I think she was like, why do you think you can kind of save them? There's millions of dogs out there, which is fair. So she looked at them. She was like, they're ill, so we can't even give them the first vaccine right now.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
So we need to keep them for 3 days in quarantine while they are on the antibiotics, and then they can get the jab. So all night they ended up staying with us, but I couldn't leave them outside because there was an outdoor pool. I thought the last thing I want to do was wake up with a dead dog in the pool. Yeah. So what do I do? So I got them a cage. I slept with them all night down the couch.
Jesus Christ, Lauren.
I know. Posted it all over TikTok.
It's giving Dr. Dolittle.
Honestly, I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah.
It's going to go on my resume.
My mum was petrified. My mum's like, obsessed with Lauren. It's actually ridiculous. Because my mum's obsessed with me. Obviously, I'm a daughter. But like, she's obsessed with you. Like, she'll message me or we'll be on a call. And she'll be like, Lauren and these dogs, tell her to be careful. Them dogs that could have rabies, them dogs. If they bite her, I don't know why she's got a Leeds accent. And if they bite her, she could have rabies. Just make sure she's careful. Knows everything about your life. She told me about the dogs before I saw the dogs on your own TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
So did a whole TikTok series, and the woman whose villa I was staying in helped me loads. And cut a long story short, I basically got them adopted.
That's so cute.
And that is like, for me, is amazing. So
every time you go back, you should go and visit those dogs.
I'm going to. And
did you name them?
We did Lucy and Lola.
Oh,
but how amazing
cute.
is this? So the woman that went round to go see the dog, she only wanted Lucy. And then when she went round, Lola started being like the star of the show.
Oh.
So then she was like, do you know what? I can't.
Lola.
She got Lola. She got Lola. So she got both and took them both with her.
Oh, that's very cute.
So I was really happy with my good deed, to be honest.
Do you know what? Well done, Lauren. Let's give a little clap for Lauren. Little snap.
Thank you.
Mother Teresa, Dr. Dolittle, Dr. Lauren. That's who you are. What else did you like about Bali?
Shall I be honest? The tan and the skin.
The skin. What about the
I feel
skin?
like my skin works better with UV. I don't know what that's all about.
I actually know a lot about that.
Do
the
you?
UV thing, yeah. So apparently the UV, it actually, say if you're like got acne prone skin,
Yeah.
it does something to your skin that makes your acne like go below the surface. But then as soon as you're not exposed to UV anymore, it then aggravates the skin and it comes back more. I know. It's a recent thing that I looked at.
That's really interesting because when I went travelling, gorgeous. Got to Sydney and then it got Sydney winter. Awful.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my skin's actually looking really good at the moment.
Skin's amazing.
I think your skin's looking amazing.
You think?
Yes. What have you done?
Well, my skin got really bad. Like the last time that we recorded the podcast, which was like 8 weeks ago maybe? I don't even know, like 7 weeks ago. My skin had just like flared up massively. And it might have been because probably the exact same thing. The winter coming in Australia.
Yeah.
And my, like all this area, like my chin and my cheeks, like the lower part of my cheeks and my neck, that's the only part that I've ever had acne. And it just flared up so much and it was really bad. And I felt so insecure. Like I didn't want to leave the house. Awful. So basically, when I used to live in England, my mum's a skin therapist and she's a aesthetics nurse.
Yes.
So she used to give me a lot of treatments and she used to use these products called pH formula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like how would I explain pH formula? So it's obviously, it's not like an over-the-counter like products that you can purchase like
so you
just
couldn't
in
go
like
to
a chemist
Boots.
or anything. You couldn't go to Boots, you couldn't go to like Chemist Warehouse, whatever.
Okay.
You have to get it from like a distributor, so like a skin clinic.
Right.
From someone that is like either a nurse or a dermatologist. It's like that kind of product. So I didn't think that I could get it out here. And then I ended up finding it out here and then got in touch with the company, pH Formula.
Yeah.
And got some products from them. So I got the products that I used to have back home and my skin...
Really?
Honestly, it's done a 180. Like, I'm so buzzing. When I was in Gold Coast last week, I was like...
You felt so confident.
I was so confident. It was unbelievable because my skin had cleared up.
Skin is everything.
It makes me feel so beautiful when my skin's clear. And like, I even know that when... I always think, even when my skin's clear, I even think to myself, like, I feel so great right now.
I love that.
And I appreciate it so much and I love it.
So how do you know where you can get them from?
So, basically, they have distributors. I'll get in touch with them after this and I'll see if I can find out what distributors they have in Sydney because they have them in Sydney and Melbourne. But I basically there's the Exfo Cleanse, which is a exfoliant cleanser. And basically the reasons why pH Formula is so much better than any other products is because they are more concentrated than over the counter. So active ingredients are a lot more concentrated. So there's a higher volume of like the active ingredients. So it penetrates the skin more. Also, it doesn't work on the surface of the skin. Whereas like some like over-the-counter products, you'll put it on your skin and it'll make it peel, right?
Yes.
But this, it'll penetrate the skin so it's a lot deeper.
Wow.
So it works under the surface.
Okay.
And it's just, honestly, it's insane. So I use the Exfo Cleanse, which is to cleanse your face.
Yeah.
It's very exfoliating, but it's not like it's not like a
Harsh.
scrub. It's not harsh.
Okay.
So it doesn't break the barrier. And then I also use the vitamin C mask, which I use like overnight, which obviously like hydrates, brightens.
So in the morning you wake up glowy.
Yeah, and then I use the B3 cream, which like evens your skin tone, which is really good for me because I've got acne scarring, so it gets rid of the scarring.
Okay.
Honestly incredible. And then I use this stuff called CR Recovery, which is for chronic redness, which obviously like prevents...
No, it's not hyperpigmentation. It's something else it stands for. Can't think of it right now.
What?
The redness.
So chronic...
It's like the blood vessels coming to the
Yeah,
skin.
it's a chronic redness, basically. So it's like you put it on your skin and it stops the inflammation, the redness that comes along with spots. Because when you get a spot, it's actually just a small thing, but it's the stuff around it and like the inflammation that makes it a lot bigger.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like that settles it down, cools it, and it just like basically chills it out. So yeah, so I've been using them religiously, and that was a long story.
But I'm gonna get on that hype.
Honestly, Lauren,
you sold it to me.
You need to try pH formula because I didn't know about it until obviously my mum started doing therapy, like skin therapy, and it's changed my life, and I'm obsessed with it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I can't believe it's in Australia. I didn't know that it was. And
so I'll definitely have a look into that because I might get that.
You should have a look into that. Aside from that,
what else is going on
in my life?
Are you going to talk about the elephant in the room?
I was going to say I've done a marathon last week.
That wasn't the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room, Lauren?
You've been... Oh, it's kind of sad, really.
It is kind of... What is it?
Dumped.
Yeah, well, I was dumped last time.
Oh, are you still dumped? Oh, right. Oh, so... But we're dumped, but we're still in communication.
We're dumped, but we're still in communication with...
What
do we want to say it? Crypto boy.
Crypto boy. Can we talk about what happened last night? Can we talk about what happened last night?
Oh,
was
girls.
It not? No, 2 nights ago, the full moon was out.
So basically, the full moon was out, and like, I don't know if anyone knows this about the full moon, but it makes people a bit crazy sometimes. And listen, I was susceptible to that night. And Crypto Boy lives in Sydney. Crypto Boy messaged me a week ago, congratulating me on getting a sponsorship, which I got a sponsorship, girls. Boom, bitch.
You need to talk all about sponsorship because I want to know all
I feel like right, yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you. Got sponsored in my job, which means that I can get PR in 2 years if I wanted to. It's a bit fucking expensive though, sorry to swear. Bit
Incredible.
expensive. I don't know if I can be doing that unless someone wants to pay it for me. Crypto Boy, maybe.
I don't think Crypto Boy's paid for anything.
I have to do that to go. I don't think he will. Anyway, so then he messaged me and he was like, congrats on the sponsorship. And then he was like saying all these like really nice things. And I was like, shut up, you fanny. And he was like, I knew you were going to say that. And I was like, do you know when like you've been with someone and like you're so comfortable and then you don't talk for a month and then they message you being like, oh my God, well done, that's fantastic. You're going to do so well. And you're like, who are you?
Yeah, I get that.
What are you on about?
You're
just talk to me like a normal person, you freak.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened. Then we started talking a little bit. Then we decided we're going to see each other in Sydney and we were like, we'll see each other every day just to make the most of it. I get to Sydney on Saturday morning and he's like, are we seeing each other tonight? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. But he'd been saying that he was ill. Anyway, I'm going to give my phone to Lauren. She's going to read it out.
It's so bad.
Lauren.
So I normally watch over all the texts that she sends to him because I like to know what's going on. And I also like to keep Rebecca, Binky Bobbies, whatever you want to call
Don't say
it.
what I knew you were going to say because don't say that. You're not saying that on the podcast. Go on.
I like to keep everything under control as much as I can for your benefit.
Yeah, so basically, I'm texting him throughout the day. We've just been, I'm obviously tell everyone that what I'm texting because it's, you know, that's just me. Tell everyone everything. I'd put it on my story if it would be normal. And he don't reply for ages. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to reply? I get in my head a little bit. Lauren jumps on a call with her sister for 3 minutes. In those
3 minutes, it couldn't have went more downhill if it tried. And I wasn't watching over you, but I looked at you and your fingers were going and I just knew I needed to jump in.
I were red with rage as well, Lauren.
It here.
Right, don't. Okay. No,
right.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Right. So, Rebecca.
Don't make it out like he's really nice. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Rebecca. Sleepover, ? He's put.
I put question mark, not actual question mark.
No, you typed question mark.
That's what I mean. It's cooler.
Soz, this is Crypto Boy. Soz, only just finished football. A sleepover would be fun! ! I'm playing golf early tomorrow though. Rebecca. So he doesn't reply for around about 6 hours because we don't know why.
We don't
he said
know
he was
why,
playing
'cause he
football, as he just said.
to me, I think.
So
probably.
Rebecca put, you must be knackered after 6 hours in the goal. Kiss, kiss. going for dinner tomorrow instead.
Right, can I just say, Lauren's involved at this point. Carry on.
He put, watch it, cheeky. Fancy. She just put, tell me the plan.
This is when I'll start to be on my own.
Yeah. He put, don't really have one, darling. Back from football and grabbing some food with What are you doing? And Rebecca puts, oh my God, your hard work. Kiss. I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting to see if you want to. But also, it's the end of the day now. Bearing in mind, it's not even 7 p.m. I don't get it, right? He puts, well, I've been at football, darling, and you said you were going for dinner, so I've made plans. Rebecca, yeah, I get that. Not what I meant.
Stop saying my voice like that.
It doesn't matter. Have a nice night was just wanting you to suggest a plan. That's all. Rebecca, and he's put, well, I don't really have a plan, Rebecca. But if you don't want to see me tonight, let's look at Monday, ? Rebecca put, you're being so weird. He's put, I'm literally not. Rebecca put, okay. He put, I'm just at the pub having some food and be a darling. Rebecca, oh my God, this is so complicated. All in capital letters, I am saying, is what time are you free? Do you want to grab a drink? Do you want to just chill like a POA? Do I wear pajamas or jeans? Like, this is so hard work and annoying. Poor boy. He put, okay, Rebecca, well, I obviously didn't realise you weren't doing dinner, so I've made plans. Let me take you for dinner on Monday.
Yeah, but I don't think he's getting it.
Right, listen. You put, right, you're not getting it, lol. I'm not bothered you made plans, lol. I'm just asking when you're free. Bearing in mind, he's asked to take it dinner for Monday night. And then he's put, okay, sorry, Rebecca, so let's either do tomorrow or Monday.
He thinks I'm tapped.
Right, and then Rebecca put, ICBA, ha ha ha. Like, what the hell?
Sorry. Oh my God, I spilled the drink.
Right, so it's giving chaos. Right, so
Lauren, I spilled the drink.
So that's that. You put ICBA, ha ha ha. And then by this point, I'm aware of all this information. So I'm like, we need to backtrack. We need to do
basically,
something.
I can't be arsed, haha. Because I'm thinking, Jay, what? I'm done here, but I'm obviously not done. And then Lauren comes off the call and she's like,
this has gone awful.
What's gone on here, Bex? You need to turn this around. You need to switch it through rapid. And then she says you need to apologise to him. So then I write this message 7 minutes after I've just put, I can't be arsed, haha.
Yeah, 7 minutes later, she puts, sorry for the miscommunication. I think I'm just a bit disappointed I'm not seeing you tonight. And I wanted you to just help me make a plan. So he puts, okay, now you're being weird. She literally puts, sorry, someone stole my phone. And then he put, ha ha ha. I'm probably going to have a few beers. So I'll see you tomorrow on Monday, kiss. And then you put, I'm not aware of this one either. Message me when you're done because I'll still like a sleepover. Okay, darling, kiss. And then that was that.
Yeah.
Never heard from him the rest of the night.
Didn't hear from him for 48 hours after that. So that's good. So that's my life at the moment.
It's not.
Do you know what? I haven't got an excuse apart from it was a full moon. And I was just feeling a bit chaotic. And do you know what? It's just damage control. Do you know what I mean? I just felt a bit like, what can I do? I'll make it a bit crazy.
I don't think you felt like that. I felt like you felt it was all over. I feel like love and hate are like this close and you just ping, ping, ping,
well,
ping.
That's
ping.
me. That's me with him. I'm like
love, hate, love, hate,
yeah.
love, hate.
One, like,
it's not good.
1 minute I'm like, I can't wait to do this. And the next minute I'm like, I want to hate him.
I know. It's not good. So that's your current love life at the moment.
It is. That's my current love life. That and men asking me out on the street.
And last night, which was chaos, but we're not going to go into. Anyhow.
We're not going to go into last night because that's just too much, isn't it? Anyway, got Bali coming up, so hopefully we're going to meet a man there, and that'll be lovely. Anyway, after that rigmarole, we actually wanted to talk about winter in Australia today because we're talking about the acne and obviously your skin gets shite.
And how cold it actually gets in Australia because no one talks about it.
Freezing cold in Australia, and no one talks about winter in Australia.
No.
I didn't know that it got cold here. I actually didn't know that.
And
did you?
The thing is, at home, the central heating.
The central heating, but also like everyone's aware that England gets cold.
Yes.
You think about Australia, you think hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
And then when we get here, it's cold, cold, cold.
I know, it's freezing.
It's Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And when I first got here...
Also, I feel really bad about spilling that drink. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about that for when Nick comes back in. It's bright red. It's literally like it's Dracula blood. Like right there.
Carry on.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah. The reason we want to talk about this is because when we moved to Australia, we didn't realise that it got cold. And also another thing that happens when you come here is it gets cold, everyone's miserable because Australia's built for hot weather.
Yeah.
So like everything you can think of, like the way that people hang out is all outdoor, like outdoor drinking, outdoor activities. And then it's also like,
it's like, what can you do indoors apart from shopping?
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
Would you say Sydney is colder or Melbourne's colder?
Melbourne's colder.
Like freezing. Like how?
Yeah, like in the mornings and at night time, it's absolutely Baltic. Like so bad, I can't get out of bed to do anything. Like I just can't do it.
Wow.
Because it's so bad. It's so freezing cold. Like I'll get out, I'll get up, I'll get ready to go to run clogs. It's like 6 a.m. Get out of the house and I'll just be like, absolutely not. I'm not doing it today. No way.
Do you have heating at your place in Melbourne?
My heating's actually quite good because it's one of the aircon heaters. So that's the thing
Yeah,
they have
like
here. They
what
have
I've
like
got.
the aircon that's also the heater. And they actually do heat the room up
Yeah,
quite
they
nicely.
do.
But if you don't leave it on all night or whatever, you can't like put it on like you would with the radiator on like a low heat or whatever. If you don't put that on, you wake up in an iceberg.
It is.
Literally.
Oh, it's cold.
It's giving Wim Hof.
Do you know what I really like about this winter in particular? I feel like the sun is actually shining.
It's a lot nicer than last year.
As long as the sun's shining and it's not raining, it's not overcast, it's bright.
Yeah,
I'm here for
it
it.
is lovely. Like when we went to Bondi Beach the other day,
Gorgeous.
we went for a swim and like the water was actually so warm.
Was it?
Never happened before. Normally, even in like the summer, you get in the water and it's freezing cold.
freezing.
But it was like Thailand water.
Really?
You know where it's like warm?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I thought, do you know what? I need to move back to Sydney.
Wow.
That's another thing actually. Are you staying in Sydney?
Oh, so I was thinking about moving to the Gold Coast, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And I think that, for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to a visa agency.
You say it.
And see the situation
You
with
say anything.
see the situation with sponsorship. If it's possible. If it's not, and if there's no chance I can get sponsorship, I'm going to move to the Gold Coast. So I don't want to spend my whole 3 years of my visa
No, I
living
do
in
get
Sydney.
that. I understand that. Obviously, I want you to stay here for me because I want to move back to Sydney. And like, I don't want to
know.
move to Sydney and you not be here like that, which
It
is so
just would
weird.
be the same, would it? I know.
Well, there'd be no, I don't know, friends.
And I do have a lot of commitments here. So I'm thinking, and I've made like a little base for myself, even in terms of brands. So I'm thinking I'm going to stay here for the foreseeable, going to get a place, move in with my boyfriend, and then assess maybe within 6 months' time, because I'm starting a new job on Wednesday too.
Yeah.
Creating content for another brand. So that's what I'm going to do. And then potentially move, because I was thinking about moving to the Gold Coast, but then you put me off.
Yeah, Gold Coast is nice, but I think it's only like you can't really make friends there. It's quite difficult. There's not as much community there as there is in Melbourne and Sydney. It's not as like there's obviously in Melbourne it's got like the social scene with like the parties. In Sydney it's like a lot of exercise and like all that kind of thing. And then there's a lot of groups. A lot of people move to Sydney. Gold Coast isn't the same as that. So it's a lot different. I personally wouldn't. I don't know. I'd maybe move there if I had a boyfriend or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. What activities would you say there's to do when the weather's so cold? Like, I'm trying to think now.
My thoughts are, I think, like, you go, like, whale watching, all that kind of stuff. Like, that's great.
Whale watching in I don't know if
I've
you
not
can do
done
it
it
in
yet.
Melbourne,
I've not
can
done
you?
it yet. No, I don't think. But in Melbourne, I think this is the time of year where you can go see the penguins.
Really?
I think so.
You're right. On the...
Yeah.
near
St
the-
Kilda.
Yes.
Yeah.
I seen them. I've actually seen
How
them.
have you seen them? I've not seen them. I've lived there for years.
Years and years ago, I seen them, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I did whale watching with Extreme X. So you
Really
go
good.
out on a speedboat and it's the most fantastic thing I've ever done for Sydney winter. It was amazing. It was quite expensive, I think, but totally
See, that's
do
why
it.
I never do anything like that because I just never want to pay for anything.
Amazing. Don't do
But you know what I
originals.
do think though? I think last year was so bad. Last year's winter was awful, wasn't it?
Oh,
this
awful.
year's not been as bad. And like obviously you've been in Bali. I'm going to Bali for July because I think July is like the worst month, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm hopefully gonna escape it potentially. But I just think, yeah, the winter's definitely not been as bad.
Yeah.
But winter's bad in England, right? But it's a lot worse here because you got to think in England, you got Christmas.
I know there's
You've got all the
things
Christmas
going on.
parties, there's a lot
Yeah.
going on. You go to all the markets. Here, it's just cold and there's nothing to do because you can't go to the beach because it's freezing.
And do you know what I like about being at home? At least you can just fly to, I don't know, Spain or somewhere to get a little bit of heat.
Well, like, would you?
Not really.
You
no.
wouldn't, would you?
But at least, like here, if you're going to fly anywhere, you have to go
I thought
to
you were gonna say at
Bali.
least Hitler. I don't know why I don't know why I thought you were going to say that.
No.
You weren't going to say that, were you?
No.
Sorry.
But at least here you can fly to Bali, but it's still 7 hours away to get to Bali for a little bit of heat. Like, it is insane.
Yeah, and also it's not always that great there, is it?
No.
Because you didn't experience the best of...
I was a bit overcast, even though look at that.
Well, sorry. You're literally Spanish. Like, you're a Spanish woman. You're Hispanic. Is that a bad thing to say? Do I have to cut that out? Can I not say that?
No, I think there's something in my bloodline.
You're a Kardashian, I reckon.
You can say that again.
Yeah, you're a descendant of the Kardashians, and I'd say you're one of Rob Kardashian's, like, long lost, like, something.
Rob?
Well, he's the one that's, like, the darker one, right? Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that.
I'd rather be Kim's, but I mean, I'll take Rob.
Well, but Rob's his father.
Rob's the brother.
No, the original Rob.
Oh, see, that's what I mean, miscommunication. It's like
I'm not very good at communication, am I? Clearly.
I know.
No, yeah, I
So
just
you
joke.
need to
I know
work
she's
on-
getting a phone call. She's phone calling it. That's what I need to do in future. Next time crypto boys get a bit confused with my behaviour, I'll just give him a call. Anyway.
Right, what else can you do in the winter that would be fun?
I think you go to Bali if you can afford it, or if you can work from home.
Yeah.
You do little bits and bobs like whale watching. Or listen, I think you just have a goal in mind. Like I had the marathon. Train for a marathon, train for a high rocks, have something in mind that you're just focusing on and you just do it in the mornings.
Date.
Or just, if you're single, get on the dating apps,
just
girls.
date. There's not, you may as well.
Free dinner.
I know, you'd be silly not to.
Why not? And we've got a whole app coming on dating because there's been a lot of dating going on in my life and in my friends' lives, you know. We need to talk about it.
I agree.
But one thing I did want to say as well is if you are moving to Australia and you don't actually want to have the winter months, there are actually places that you can move to which escape winter completely. So I actually had a look at all the places in Australia, like all the main parts, and what the temperature is over the years. It's giving dissertation on Australia, to be honest.
You are.
Dissertation on Australia weather. It's giving weather girl.
Give me statistics.
And it's raining men. It was raining men this weekend.
What? It was. Do you know what? You've had.
It really was.
Yeah, you have. I get
It's been
that.
raining men this weekend. Men are obsessed with me. And it's because his white t-shirt. I swear to God, I'm wearing it tonight on my date. I am. And whoever I'm going on a date with, we won't name names. They're going to fancy the fuck out of me. So basically, Darwin and Gold Coast never get below, I don't think anyway, they never get below 18 degrees. So
amazing.
Darwin is really hot during the winter time. So winter months are June, July and August. But it's like, I can't remember what it's called. It's called a tropical savanna climate. So it can be quite hectic. So I think like rainforest.
Okay.
Whereas Gold Coast is what's it called?
Subtropical.
It's giving Copacabana. It's giving cocktails on the beach.
Mexicola.
Yeah, it's giving tacos.
It's given I'm going to go to the Gold Coast then.
No, you're not. It's actually a bit crap, actually, I think. I think actually everyone's really mean. Yeah.
Never.
Apparently there's a mass murderer.
Going around.
Fancies.
I did hear that.
His victims are like brunette, tan girls that maybe could be descendants of Rob Kardashian. I think that might be his type because that's what he's murdered so far. So I think maybe don't go.
Oh, I'll take your advice.
I think maybe
on
stay in
board.
Sydney because I think there's the opposite of a murderer in Sydney that just gifts women that look like
Rob
descendants
Kardashians.
of Rob Kardashian. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to move to Australia and you want to escape the winter, move to Gold Coast or Darwin. But I think Darwin also is a bit weird. Like I think there's a lot of like drink people.
Yeah. Yeah. But we won't go into that.
We won't go into that. Anyway, so we asked the girlies. Have you got my phone?
Yeah.
We asked the girlies if they had any questions around just like some advice from moving to Australia and like tips on what we would do. And there's been so many DMs recently that I've been trying to figure out like how, like I've literally been writing the podcast episodes just off of the
Girls'
DMs.
DMs.
Just like that's what
I
people
love
are interested in.
though.
So we got a question from a couple of girls which were quite similar, and these are the two that we got. So what advice do you have for people who come to Melbourne for the first time in winter, bearing in mind it's so cold and a lot of places to socialise and meet people are outside like run clubs, can go into different fitness type things like indoor gym sessions or Pilates or social groups? Where should we go?
Okay.
I would say it's a hard one because I do always think that when it comes to winter, I do like to be a hermit. And it's like when I focus on getting ready for summer and like, I'd hope that I would have my friends.
Maybe do like the fun things like that is a bit more indoorsy. I like going to an AFL game, NFL game.
That is a great thing. Actually, my
That's
friend Harriet has
great.
been going to so many of the games
Really?
recently. Like AFL,
I love that.
Yeah.
I think do stuff like that because at least you're somewhat remotely warm.
And then
like
you
you're
can
not-
wear the scarf and it works because like it's cold.
and men.
And
Men,
there's
men.
hot, sexy men that are jumping around. And it's so camp. I love
Can
it.
I just
Like, touch
quickly
each
say
other's
something
bums. I
about
love
the
it.
AFL, which I find so interesting over here?
What?
Two teams when they're playing.
Yeah.
You know, when you go and watch a game, you could be sat next to the opponent's team.
Not bothered.
But I think that is
Cuddle.
You would never have Man City and Man U
No.
sat next together.
They'd be stabbing.
They'd be punch.
Punch. Muay Thai, Muay Thai.
Yeah. Whereas over here in Australia, like it's just a thing where
It'd be
everyone just.
umagregor.com
And I
/
love that though. I kind of love it, and I kind of hate it.
No, I like it. I don't know, really. I do kind of like the
Everyone's just a
hooligan-
chill, I think. That's why.
Everyone, yeah. I suppose it's football's different than when like soccer, like as in soccer, football is different. It's like so
Intense.
big. Yeah.
Fair.
So I think just, things like that, like just stuff like AFL, there's, I suppose like, obviously the tennis and the F1, that's all kind of sort of still a bit summer.
Yeah.
So you can't really do things like that. But yeah, I actually went go-karting recently.
Sick.
Go-karting and laser quest, so random. But that's what else you do in winter? There's
I
nothing
know.
you can
Do what
is
you
there?
gotta do.
Start netball, indoor swimming, go to a jacuzzi.
I love a bit of swim.
And then how to feel at home, not at home, aka you move into an apartment all alone on the other side of the world and it's cold, you don't know many people and your flatmates aren't friendly and you miss home. Oh God. How to make your new place feel comfortable and homey and how to settle in, really.
Oh.
Aw. You know what? I've had this experience a few times where I've moved in somewhere, not felt at home, and like, how do I make it more homey? And like, for me, my thing was just always, if I felt homesick or I like just didn't feel comfortable, I would either message a friend that I already had and I'd go for a drink or go for dinner.
Yeah.
Just have like a nice night so that I feel like satisfied and fulfilled.
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice a little bit here. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Don't know if I'm going to get through to the end. Or I just call my mum and I just have a chat with her at the end of the day, and it
I
just makes
think
me feel so much better.
To make your place more of a home as well, what I do, buy some candles.
Candles,
A little thing, and then you can light your candles. You've got a little scent going on.
Yeah.
And then just make yourself feel more cozy.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard, but
Make sure you've got a laptop you can watch a bit of telly on as well, or get
Yeah.
a book. If anyone's looking for a book recommendation, start reading Court of Thorn and Roses.
you
the
told me about
series.
this. If you like
About
sex, do
fairies
that.
having sex. Yeah, it's mint. So good. Honestly, loving it gets me going. It really does. There's been times I've been reading it, I've been thinking, Jesus Christ, we'll pause that. Don't need Pornhub anymore, do we?
Oh hell! Next.
Joking.
No, you're not.
I'm not. Anyway.
So, should we summarise this up then?
I think so. So basically, gets frigging cold here, girls. So just go to Bali like me and Lauren. Do you know what I mean?
Go to Bali if you can afford it. If not, maybe take a trip to Darwin.
Avoid the acne as much as you can. Just stay in the sun.
Yeah.
Back
just
to 50
try-
though.
Yeah, try and get a little bit of sun to the face. I do feel like it really helps.
It does, but you do need to
Your
buy the
skin.
back to 50 because we don't want to look like old biddies, do we? We don't want to look like wrinkly
Wrinkly
wrangles. Wrinkly woo-woos.
wrangles.
Wrinkly worms. All right, anyway, so that has been the 7th episode of Sexy on Sundays podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe, girlies. It means so much and it makes such a difference when you do that on Spotify, on YouTube,
Also,
on Apple
look at the
Podcasts.
leg. Just
Look
like
at my
that.
leg. Also, these are my boobs. My new bit. I was actually going to wear some little teeny tiny shorts with some tights, but I couldn't because my tights were too small for me because I'm big. Booger. Sorry, I'm not allowed to be horrible about myself.
Okay.
Thank you so much, girls. Have a beautiful, gorgeous, sexy
Sunday.
afternoon, Sunday.
Sunday.
Bye.